So Legend's going to pick off some Marines, and he's going to lose that DT. He's got one DT outside of Andy's base, which is just moving towards Andy's units, I think. How much scan does he have? So he's got 2 more scans. My guess is he's going to kind of walk away and then scan. Nope. See, I think the stim gives it away, right? Once you see Terran units stim, you're like, okay, he's about to scan me, so I'm going to run. And he lost that. But Andy doesn't have any more scans. However, there are no more DTs, so that's that. Legend is going to send 1 Templar to his ally to defend against Marine medics, but it can get sniped by Fat's Mutas. Fat looks like he's getting the better of the other Zerg. Yeah. He lost all his Mutas. I don't think Fat has a huge lead on him though, right? Yeah. Few Mutas. Some of them have low health. He's gonna need a really good scan if they attack him. Oh man, his temp is about to get sniped. Yeah, that's not good. I think he needed a spore just to protect that. Not sure why Legend's not moving out already. He is now, but he's gonna be super late. They might just GG. See, if I were Fat, I would probably be going after those Templars, because I know Legend is sending like Zealots and Templars. So Legend is just going to counter, it looks like, but yeah, that's never a good idea because your opponents are just going to D-up. 1 Templar has almost 200 energy. Maybe it's a good idea, I don't know. This vessel can EMP though. Ooh, sexy storms. Oh, they're not even gonna let this guy observe. Or did he make a... He must have made something somewhere. Oh, he's got a hatchery in the corner there. And that concludes the second round. It's tied up 1-1. I'm always happy about that. We want to get our money's worth. Preferably get like a 3-2 or something at the end instead of a 3-0. Loser picks the map. Let's get a different map that everyone's familiar with. Even Python. Lost Temple. You Suck has basically taken over the creation of the game, so that's good. Not good at multitasking. Oh, we got some messages. What's up, people? Yeah, the stream is really ghetto, man. So, might get choppy. Our other stream, Prima1 TTV, he might be hosting this, I'm not sure. It's much better. And apparently that's just a bot. What's going on, man? Oh, I remember Luna. That's a cool map. That's old school, man. SgT.Fat likes to eat a bunch of like edibles, marijuana kind, and then I think he vapes, so he gets super high and he can't play for shit. Alright, let's do this. Othello. Alright, we're starting round 3. Almost had a co-host. Almost. What's going on here? Top versus bottom? Does that make sense? What's this? Power generator. Show up as yellow on the map. Oh, if you use the alt tab thing. Alright, so Andy is Protoss.
What up?
Yo.
Are these Chinese Santa Pros? So we got ZZ.
Alright, I hope there isn't any feedback. I feel like my whole computer is gonna crash. It just can't take so much. We're on 98 graphics, folks. Vintage experience here. So I got Yusuck here. He knows a lot more about 2v2s and StarCraft than me.
Right here, Xiao just needs to either drop a hatchery on the ramp. Oh, he got it. Usually there, you either just make a spawning pool or you drop a hatch on the ramp because you got to get your building started. Don't do what I did last game, though, when I played.
It's so nice to see this map, man.
This is a very common map for, see, all these guys right here, I don't know about Xiao, but the rest of them played on iCup. And iCup, what they did was they had like a point ranking system, and every week the map pool for the maps of the week would change.
Right.
And what the map of the week did is if you lost the same amount of points, but if you won, you got a bonus, like a 0.33% bonus or something like that, or 0.2 bonus, something like that. Yeah, it was really good. So, of course, for 2 versus 2, since it wasn't nearly as active as 1 versus 1 was, you always played map of the week. It didn't matter what the 2 maps were. There was always 2 maps that was a 4-player.
Before I ask the question to Wiggly, follow-up question is, you got a lot of IC Cup players on Battle.net, right? But you don't see like the games that they make? Maybe it's because I'm looking at the public games. Like they're all Fighting Spirit or Python.
Most of the people, it's hard to get all the guys from iCup together to be playing these map pools. You know, so Fighting Spirit, even if you didn't play iCup, everybody knows Fighting Spirit because it's the new Lost Temple in Python, you know.
It's pretty balanced, I have to say.
But now I went to Euro server with what is it, Loxido or whatever, and I'll tell you, a lot of the 2 versus 2 players are over on Europe server. Like every game that we played, I saw at least an iCup player in each one of those games, if not both of them.
At what hour?
Midday for us, but for them it was probably nighttime, I would assume.
Right.
I don't.
Around like 8-9 p.m. Central Eastern here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, somewhere around through there.
Like there's a lot of activity, I mean, on US West around like 8-9 p.m. Eastern. I might be wrong, maybe a little earlier. Well, actually, sometimes in the daytime there's more activity.
You see what Fat did? In most cases, when you're against Zerg, you want to drop a sunken on your ledge. Well, he planted his Overlord there, and he said he made his spore so he could slow down his mute attack.
Oh, is that right? See, those are the kind of insights I can't offer you.
That's why Legend was so surprised. He's like, wow, this Fat dude.
Wiggly, are you trying to sponsor another show match? A 1v1?
Oh, is Wiggly in here? Oh, no, he's not.
No, he's in the Twitch chat.
Oh,
he's
okay.
watching this match, and he's sponsoring this show match.
Oh, thank you, Wiggly.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Despite my advice to host these less frequently, he's sort of bent on doing them almost on a daily basis. Yeah, so Sergeant Fat has won 10. I think Andy's at like 30 or 40. Legend has won like 20. His partner has won once. We try to offer these things to TQ members, man, and to get more people sort of to join up with us. In the future, we might go a different direction, but that's kind of the point right now. Otherwise, we could just try to do like a big tourney, make it a big prize, try to attract like all the best players, but then you end up doing what like all the other teams and like event managers have been doing, right? This is a little bit more unique in our case. We're just kind of focusing on our social group. We play for casual, fun games, but people in our circle are not bad, right? Some of them can hold their own. Does Andy even play 1 vs 1? I guess he does. That's what...
He does a little bit. At least I thought he used to, but now I don't know if he still does. See right here, what they're doing is they're going mass Corsair and mass +1 Zergling. So this purple man, like, he's beyond fucked. Yeah, +1 Zerglings are way stronger than regular lings. Like, the difference is insurmountable.
Yeah, well, if I were them, I would just stall because Fat's about to get super high and he's not going to be able to play for shit. They should have really turtled up, you know, and
yeah,
stretched out this game.
His Hydras weren't too fast, in my opinion, but what you have to do is you have to contain that Zerg and then put Hydras on the bottom of the ramp, so Red wouldn't fight against just Zerglings. Let's see here. Let's make it a good map. It's 2-1, right? Oh, this is a good map. I think everyone will be happy with this.
What the?
This is another map. I mean, it's kind of like Fighting Spirit to a point, just something different. I mean, as you can see, I mean, they almost fed off of Fighting Spirit except for the top and bottom, 12 and 6 o'clock
Stone.
See, 7 o'clock and 5 o'clock, they both have those double ramps, you know.
Alright, so it's 2-1 for Andy and Fat.
Hopefully we can take this to a 5-match showdown. It's nice seeing these different maps again. You know, honestly, these maps I'm very familiar with, but I haven't played them probably 4 years.
No complaints from them, but I feel like Legend and Xiao probably play better in Fighting Spirit.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's all most of these players play anymore. You know, like I said, if you get a public game, most people will join if it says Fighting Spirit. You ever see a 2 vs 2 game, like in a public game match made, you know, 2 vs 2 circuit breakers? Even those, even though it's a very common map, it's hard to fill it up.
Right.
Yeah, all these guys are. Fat especially is strictly 2 vs 2. Legend, I believe, is the same way, but I think he's probably good at 1 vs 1. Maybe not so much as he is at 2 vs 2, but this is an interesting match. Terran versus Zerg. I'm kind of interested how they're going to play this out. I actually played the same exact matchup with a friend of mine, and then I just got whomped by 2 pubs, and I'm like, who are you guys? And one of them was like, I'm Bo5. I was like, oh, that explains it.
That's funny. Alright, yeah, sorry, I'm a little distracted just going back and forth with Wiggly. I think he wants another show match. It could maybe be a 2 vs 2. And I'm just waiting for my computer to catch fire at any moment. Still doesn't sound choppy though. Our sound is kind of coming through. So what do you got? Left versus right?
How long have you had your PC? Do you just not?
Everybody has so many questions about my computer. Because of the nature of my work, bro, I just use Microsoft Word and the internet. I got it in 2011. It's a custom one made by Cyber Power PC. It's in the Silicon Valley. But I just haven't really upgraded it besides get like a new graphics card maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It just cost a few $100s, I think, to upgrade it, but I just haven't done that out of laziness, out of no real need to, and probably because I have to leave my computer there for them to fix it. Is Gucci down to play?
Hey, if Gucci was down to play and he got an ally to go against the winners, I'd definitely like to watch that.
Hung is saying Jiraiya could maybe play against Gucci 1v1. They're not even TQ members, man.
They're pretty well known, though. I mean, most of the people who stream, Jiraiya, Landowner, those guys, they're always... I
get it, man.
Well, they're always on Twitch, and they're always communicating with everybody. So the people who actually watch Twitch know these players.
We're supposed to be offering it to our own, but, you know, they're regular 2v2ers on US West, so we can make exceptions, I guess.
It's a payout show match, I got you. But, I mean, it may bring more viewers if they realize that, hey, you know, it's Jiraiya playing. I talked to that guy on Twitch.
A 1 vs 1 would be cheaper than a 2 vs 2. That's for sure. We could have actually 2 1v1 show matches for the price of 1 2v2 show match.
Unless we could do like a best of 3.
That's what he was saying, right, Jiraiya? It's supposed to be best of 5, man.
Well, what I was thinking, if we got 4 players, though, and we're going to stream all these games, I mean, you could potentially be looking at, you know, let's see, 3, 6, 9 games right there, potentially, if you had 4 players that we would have to showcase, stream.
And what type of game are you talking about? A 2 vs 2?
It feels a 1 vs 1.
I don't know, man. I'll leave it up to you guys. I have no, like, strong opinions about these things. So, it's kind of cool people are interested. And I like... Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. In my opinion, it would be up to the person who's actually putting the money forth. I mean, to me, that's hands down.
Yeah, Wiggly is in the back. He's pulling strings.
He should have the final say in it, then, in my opinion. So if we could get something together, and he could make the final call on it.
He thinks like me, just think people here.
Let's see here. Blue's got lurkers, he's got 4 of them. It looks like Red's got mutas coming, maybe 8 of them.
I think Wiggly's saying you think like him. So whatever you said, we might be in agreement. I don't think he's talking about Hung Tran. What the fuck did you say? You suck.
I said if we're going to do a 1 vs 1 show match and we have 4 people, potentially that could be 9 games. So if you're going to do 9 games like that, I mean...
I'm not sure I'm following, though, because it's 1 vs 1. How do you involve more players? I'm sorry, I'm really slow on the mental draw today.
If he was wanting to do a 1 vs 1 show match and there were 4 players that wanted in on it, 2 players play 3 games. 2 other players play 3 games, and then the winner of both of those would go on to the finals. And if they play 3 games, that's potentially not. Now, you may only have 6. Maybe somebody just 2-0s everybody, you know. But I mean, 9 games for 1 vs 1? 1 vs 1 games, they could be as fast as 8 to 10 minutes, but I mean, they could go on to be 20 to 25.
Right.
You know.
I think it's legend sometimes. I think what Wiggly was saying, he seems pretty flexible, but his whole thing is like whatever brings more attention, I guess. My thing to him is you host these things on a regular basis, like we've done several, and people can see a history of it.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold up. Looks like Andy's getting pushed in.
How many mutas is that? That's a lot of mutas, right? He
That's a
could
lot. Yeah,
take
that's
care of it.
9. You can take that easy. He just needs to 1A on these Marines. There's only 4 left. He's actually losing more by microing these.
All right, I was kind of thrown off because somebody said it was GG. Is this still kind of like tied up?
No, it's not GG yet.
What's funny
No.
is these lurker eggs could really deceive you. Like if you were to make one lurker
Actually, hold on. If he can get these lurkers brought on high ground, no, he's going in. Okay. See this? Oh, that might. Shh.
Lurker are not very good against Goliaths, huh? I'm kind of hoping Fat dies. Is that bad? Oh, that's not Fat. That's Andy. Well, I'm hoping
Andy,
they lose this.
Andy's losing his expansion here. He needs to just get back up the ramp. Too late though. He lost both lurkers. Yeah, oh yeah. Goliath's up the ramp. That's gonna be game. Hey! You know, and I hate calling it early, but it looks like, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this makes me really happy. I feel like we're milking this for all it's worth.
We're going on to a 5th match for sure. See, these mutas are just toast.
We have a degenerate gambler in our team who likes to host these show matches.
Ooh, okay.
And it was on a new map, so really good job, you suck. I thought you'd get more resistance, man.
No, I know. See, they're telling me to make whatever map I want. They got faith in me, man. I know these maps. These 4-player maps, they used to... Man, I really want to do this one.
I think like Fat is really high right now in friendly.
I think this one...
It's kind of an asshole, usually.
That one, they may...
Oh, there's his assholeness.
Kick back on. Let me see here.
Andy's Protoss and Terran is good, right? Maybe his Zerg is the weakest link?
This one... That would be crazy fucking game. I think I'm gonna do this one. Hold on. I got this. Fat will be happy with this. Because he actually asked for this map, and since he's on the losing team this game, I'm gonna give it to him.
God, here. How do you even pronounce this thing?
That micro, Jiraiya, be nice. Oh, Jiraiya left. Oh, okay, he came back. Alrighty.
So I think it's tied up 2-2. Is that right? This is the tiebreaker?
Money. Look at these guys calling for money. Now this map is going to be... It's going to throw off every 2 versus 2 strategy that you typically use. Hey, y'all, I'll be right back in just 1 second. Hold on.
Testing. 1, 2. Hey, you know what? The sound isn't too choppy. My computer's not on fire. What happened?
Oh, what happened? I missed it.
Fat is irritable right now. I'm not sure what's he smoking, man. I imagine when you get high, you'd be in a good place. I think he was trolling him, or maybe he was lagging. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, but he did BM him that one show match, so kind of get it.
I didn't see it. He must have just been private messaging Fat.
He lost against Banana, and I think it was Andy, yeah, who beat Fat. And
What's up, Dan Kill?
you know what? I don't think that was a show match, was it? Maybe it was. I forgot. We've had so many in such little time.
Don't you BM the fucking gamers, man.
It was just a curious question, because he eats edibles, and then by the time it kicks in, he smokes. I'm not really rooting for any team, man, because there's a TQ member on both.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
And they both won. Although if Andy wins this, he's stacking up like $50, something like that.
Oh.
He hasn't provided us with his email to receive his funds.
Yo, Andy's gonna be mad at Fat if he dies early again. It's awesome. He's playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night. My 8-year-old is playing Symphony of the Night. That is fucking awesome, dude.
That's cute.
Okay, now I can't really see what you're seeing right now, but if you can follow this probe that's going down for Andy right here, if you look off to the right, that is actually, boy, I don't know how to put this. It is unlike any expansion on any map because it's almost completely open from top to bottom. You have 4 different open entrance ways you can go there. So getting that side base is actually very important because from the 12 o'clock to the 6 o'clock is a very, very long distance. So
yeah, he had no idea what he was scouting there, right?
Yeah, your typical rushes don't work on this map. They just don't.
I'm not sure if the game is going to get to the point where...
These are usually longer games on Gaia. Especially this matchup. And Protoss really, on the 6 o'clock, has to really worry about Mutilis coming in from such a short distance. The top is the same way. I mean, for Mutis, that's nothing. And then they're right back in the safe haven of their home, or to defend, or whatever they need to do.
See, I was a Protoss player. I'm not sure if he's played P yet. Legend Zerg is supposed to be the weaker race.
Let's see here. Yeah, Legend's more of a Terran Protoss, is he not?
And he's out with 1 Zealot. I think he's going to his allies base.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to say. Usually, if you get an early zealot out, you need to just defend your ally.
Is Zerg like the fucking poor race that gets attacked in every 2 versus 2? It seems like it. Every time there's a Zerg ally, it's the race that gets attacked, it seems like.
I'm sorry, hold on 1 second. Let's see here. I apologize. I stepped away just for a second. Go ahead and repeat that
You don't
one
have
more
to
time.
apologize, man.
So usually a fast tech from both opponents is typical on this map. See Andy, he's already got his gas pump and his core's over halfway done, and we're just now 4 minutes into the game. Yeah. See, now Red doesn't have to make any more Zerglings at all. He can just drone up. Those 3 Zealots in a Sunken, he's defended for life.
And if they mass up and go Andy, that's a problem. So maybe that's why he's making cannons.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to understand 2v2s, man. I'm only doing this because apparently casting is a thing, but I have nothing to offer.
It's something you got to spend a lot of time on. There's so many different strategies for so many different races. I mean, you're combining 2 races.
Can I just watch the game and you guys cast? I mean, that would... Personally, that's what I like.
I mean, you can cast on like what's going on as it's happening and stuff like that. I mean,
without getting into the strats and stuff. Yeah, but you sound like a retard. You don't really know what's going on. That was not a very PC term for me to use. I apologize.
I think this is what Andy's doing is good. Don't get me wrong. You know, Corsairs and Speed Zealot is what he'll eventually get. But I feel like Zealot Archon is just so much stronger. You get a DT out. You can keep your opponent from expanding, you know, somewhat, and you can get an earlier expansion out.
So I really love how many buildings Andy made with on one pylon. He's got a forge, 2 gates, a cannon. He's adding another cannon.
Yeah,
really
he's focusing on his tech right now.
Milking that pylon radius.
Now, something I don't agree with this game, and I think it was a very poor choice, is when your ally goes Corsairs, you need to make 0 Scourge. Those Corsairs are going to support you, so you need to have as many Mutalisks as possible. So even though he had the gas and didn't have the minerals, he needs to just save that to keep making Mutalisks.
Just gonna auto click on the mutas and my screen is just gonna follow them. Mutas go where the action is always happening. So Legend has 6, 7, 8 mutas. Where's Sergeant
9.
Fats? 9?
And yeah.
Oh, there
See,
they are.
usually it's long distance gas mining that Legend's doing is effective, but on this map, really don't.
Yeah, that is pretty long distance.
That's a long distance. Now, if you were at the 6 o'clock position, that's perfect.
Is it worth it to dedicate like 3 drones to that? I guess, because his minerals are all covered by drones.
There are some maps it very much is.
Ooh.
This one not really. Ooh. Oh man.
I mean, he's not going to
Legend,
be able to deal with like Sayers and Mutas, right?
Legends lost everything now. He needs to add some more speed. Now, Xiao is sending zealots to his ally. There's no reason to send them.
So that pretty much ended pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I had to have expect this, right? Like, unless he didn't know he's going Sayers?
Now, usually you don't go Corsairs. That's why I said, you know, Corsairs are good. It's just not something you see. Now, Andy does, or excuse me, Zal does have an early expansion here. But he can't hold off these mutas killing his gas. 6 Corsairs in the mix. Whew.
Is he gonna come back from that? No, right? They have no real strategy to attack, it seems like.
No. Now, Zal did get an earlier expansion. A much earlier expansion. PZ versus PZ, and plus he's Zealot Archon. So, you know, he's got some DTs in the mix. He has full map control. That Archon is going to stave away any Mulas that come in. Now this I'm not sure about. It could work out for him. If he micros his DTs and his Archon properly. Oh, never mind. Andy's got his own DTs.
What could have Zerg done? Could you go Hydras instead of Mutas?
No, I will say this 100%. 98%. In this matchup, you just don't make Hydralisks.
Because if they're going Sayers and you make ground units, doesn't that make it kind of pointless? Like, it really cancels out their Sayers in some ways. How are you supposed to compete with Mutas and Sayers with Mutas?
You let your ally take over the game, and you make him keep producing Corsairs. You get.
Oh, so Zao or whatever was supposed to make Corsairs. That would have been interesting. Mutas, Sayers versus Mutas and Sayers.
I don't. The only time I've ever seen that is on Hannibal. It's a strange map. It's got, I think it's 7 or 8 mineral patches in the base, but they only have 1,000 minerals instead of 1,500, but they're stacked. So essentially, you actually have 16 mineral patches in your base. Plus, you have 2 gases. Now, the big downside to this map, you don't have a lot of building space inside your base. I mean, it is small.
It's less than Fighting Spirit, yeah.
It is
maybe 35% less.
It's close to half the size base of Fighting Spirit your main base is, but you have essentially double the minerals and double the gas. So what do you have to do? You have to break out of your. You either have to have amazing SimCity,
right,
or you get out of your base and you start building, you know, at your expansion. You know, so when you have map control, it's an interesting map. It completely changes the 2 versus 2 strategies.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's probably why we've been seeing more or less the same stuff on Fighting Spirit. Gets kind of boring, man.
Yeah, yeah. See, this is not good from Legend. He's got to sit back and build up his Mutalisks. And he just lost all of them. Okay, now they're not in a good position, especially since Andy's taking this right side over here. My. I will say this, Sal. He's got 4 Archons. If he gets, if his ally can get speed overlords, or if he gets
that one DT, just he's got like river. I think if Legend went Terran, Um, it wouldn't have turned out like this.
You see what I mean about this map, though? Like, I mean, this is not your typical 2 versus 2 that you see on Fighting Spirit. We've got a different experience here. I mean, it's 2 versus 2, and it's PZ versus PZ, so it's something you see a lot, but...
He's not scouting that expansion on the right. I mean, they might not even be familiar with the map, right?
Ooh, he lost Archon. Good. That was big.
Yeah, it's really up to him to bring back the game.
He has to take out this expansion from SgT.Fat, and the best way to do this, honestly, he has to make a Dark Archon and get Maelstrom, and I think he might be doing it right here. See these 2 DTs pop out? Maybe he's just throwing his army. I don't know. Another thing he can do is he can send his Dark Templars to hopefully snipe these Archons.
You know, Andy's supply is kind of high, but it seems like he doesn't have that many units. Oh, there's a Hydralisk.
Well, you have to think 10 of that supply is Corsairs. And he might have
right.
been
Yeah.
might have been non-stop pumping pros. He's transferred over here to this 3 o'clock. This is big right here. See, this is about the only time that Hydras is acceptable at this point. Just to kind of buffer this Zealot Archon army. Your Zealot Archon is so strong at the front. And when you have Hydras behind it, oh. Shots off on those Mutas.
Right, he's repositioning his Archons to kind of go back there. I'm not sure. I think Andy's going to help clean this up and didn't really take down that hatch. Or wait.
Yeah. Oh my.
What is going on here?
I don't. These colors are so similar.
Oh, wow.
It's like Fat held on. It looks like
yeah,
Fat
he's out macroing. The only worry now is that Andy's got that expansion to the right. But they got some skin in the game, man.
Yeah, but that third gas.
Let's upgrade. +1. Andy is +1.
Oh, wait. Xiao won that. So they got that expansion. Oh my gosh, these colors.
Yeah, I like to alt-tab sometimes, but it's better to see...
This is probably the only game that I would do it.
Like if I'm streaming, I want the colors of the players so that you can see who's actually
Shift
playing.
tab. I was like alt tab. Oh.
Shift tab, that's right.
See this.
This is a bad attack, no? I'm not sure why they're not scouting the other expansions there.
Would be, but these high Templars.
Oh wait, this might be a good attack. Oh my god, what is going on here?
Oh, he should have stormed the Zealots. Oh my.
Storm doesn't do much to Archons, is that right? I should know this.
Yeah, no, I mean, because it does X amount of damage, period.
What the hell is going on?
It looks like Legend and Xiao might win this.
What a comeback.
Yeah. Wow. But now, Andy has to hold.
Oh, he's
right
making
side.
lurkers.
He's got lurkers. I don't know what it is. This might be game.
Well, you know, if he makes them on the ramp, he can't even go and save us. Oh, there's too many ramps. He could just walk past.
Yeah. This base is gonna fall.
There's like 4 entrances.
He has to kill Zerg here, or at least he's got 2-1 mutas. But Andy's lost his base now. I don't know.
He's got 1 Archon there. That's not enough to take on those meters. Hey man, this is a good addition to the team. Think Quick. Shout out to Xiao.
See, now I will say this: SgT.Fat, he's doing some work with his mutas here.
Legend, I don't think you're allowed to give orders, sir. Not in this game.
Help my son with oh man, yeah, I just see this turning out well for the red team here. Or the Fat and Andy, I should say.
I think he made more spores at his ramp. That's good.
He did. He knows if he just survives, they win.
And he's got +2. Xiao's just +1. His Forge is upgrading something.
Andy's
oh, he's +2 now. That's why he's attacking. Those were good storms.
Those are great storms. Look at those zealots. Just melts. Look at that. He had an Archon there. That Archon needs to attack. There you go. Now he needs to back up though.
I love targeting mutas with Archons.
Oh. Oh my. Now whatever doesn't have storms
Yes.
has Archons. There you go. Okay. And they lost the 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I just noticed that. He just needs minerals. He's got a lot of gas. He could probably make more gates, right? He's working on 4, 5, 6.
I wouldn't make any more gateways because his main base is effectively mined out. So he's going to lose a lot of income when that happens. His expansion is getting pretty low as well. And Andy's, where he lost it earlier and transferred those probes, he's got a while to go. So if they can keep this 2 base versus 2 base, they may make a little comeback. Fat doing work, keeping Protoss from expanding again.
Yeah, those meters have 2-1 upgrades. You can't tell if a Spire is upgrading, right? I think it just naturally vibrates.
Yeah, you can.
An Evo Chamber 2. I'm not sure why they made the game so that you can see when like Terran is upgrading using an eBay or Armory, but you can't see for Zerg. You can see for Protoss.
Maybe it's just one of the things they felt like was a balance issue. I don't know.
To keep Zerg's upgrades a secret. Yeah, maybe.
I don't
it
know.
Couldn't have been like an overlook or something like that, right? It must have been intentional.
Look how detailed this game is. There's no way.
Well, I'm working on 98 graphics, but I'll tell you though, it's cool though. There's some things I don't actually like about the remastered graphics.
Oh, big fight in the middle here. Storm battle. Man, it's really hard to tell who's winning this. Oh wow, he used the goon for vision.
I mean, if he can hold his second expansion.
Fat has 2 mutas. He has 10 mutas left. He really doesn't need to make any more.
He's got 2 more there.
See, look what Blue's doing. Blue's having a long distance mine, and I feel like Rudy or Sergeant.
If he had 1 Dark Archon, he could take care of those mutas, huh?
See, Dark Archon is very important in this matchup. It not only holds your, especially well for both teams, because I mean essentially you have all these Hydras, these Zealots. Maelstrom works on that. Feedback for High Templars if you decide to go that route. All those storms just turn into dead High Templars. Feedback spell casting range is so long. I mean, it's about the length of a Guardian deck, if not further.
I think he needs to send Legend and Archon. He can't really do anything. Oh, he does have an Archon inside his base.
He's not paying attention. He just sat it there just for the base defense.
Ooh. He's got a lot of minerals, man.
Texas flings. There you go. Pick off the drones with the mutas. Yep. I mean, this was a good map for this.
His 3 o'clock is getting attacked.
Yeah, and look at Xiao. He's almost mined out this expansion. And look at Andy's. He's still got a lot to go. There's essentially Andy's actually ahead in supply. This game has turned around quite a bit. Oh, he caught him in that little choke area of the storm. Oh,
Not sure if that was worth it.
do you remember when we said, "Oh, look at this comeback"?
Yeah, switched up.
Yeah, yeah.
Fat's got an expansion. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to.
Right here, you know what he needs to do? He needs to completely cut out any unit production and just drop a bunch of something colonies. Well, no, not now, because they have map control. Andy got a map control now, so he doesn't have to do that. And that right there, I think, is your good game. I know I said that earlier, but these guys really impressed me.
Ooh, Andy and Fat.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a good game.
What a comeback.
It was a 3-2. What more can you ask for? All right, what's happening, baby?
All right, I'm gonna take a little intermission right here. We'll let everybody else get their stuff done or whatever. All right, we'll take like a 5-minute break.
Yeah, it's all good. Do your thing, man. We'll see if we're organizing some casual games or another show match.
And there's still so many more maps that they can do if they want to mix it up, keep mixing it up. But I'm gonna put the kids to bed and I'm gonna smoke a cigarette too. So.
Yeah, okay. I don't think anybody's joining. This isn't even our main stream account, man. It's really Prima 1. And he streams some other stuff besides StarCraft. Yo, man, if you discriminate against, like, 98 graphics, what's wrong with you, man? It's the original StarCraft. I'm only streaming this for Wiggly, and he joined this game, so it's really pointless. It's only for when him or, I don't know, Banana are like in bed and they're like, yo, I want to observe some games. That's pretty much it. Yeah, for real, I'm not doing this for like viewers or my own pleasure. Oh, come on, man, I was about to shut this thing off. I'm surprised my computer hasn't, like... The sound usually gets choppy after this thing's on for like 2 hours. I'm almost there. Do do do. I like how Legend takes this shit so seriously.
Added in like 3 extra zeros there, man.
I'm just joking, but his record doesn't look good. You want to host a 2 vs 2? I'm just trying to observe some matches. I'll play if I have to.
Shoot, I'll play. It's not a big deal.
You want to host a 2 vs 2 game? Or should we just play one here? Yusek, you want to play?
There's 2. I'll I'll play.
If Legend wants to play, you can play with him.
I mean, I can 1v1 if I.
I didn't know you get down like that.
Sometimes, on a rare occasion.
They're fun to watch because you can do more things, and there's just 2 players, so you can kind of keep track of everything. You want to play against Zerk?
Yeah, what race should I use? Maybe just random. I'll random, and I'll just tell him my race when I get in the game.
Yeah, I don't like it when people do that.
It's an ugly game if you don't tell race, though.
Why? That's the advantage of being random, and it sometimes seems like you're implying they're a noob when you tell them your race. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it.
See what I'm saying? People don't play against random. That's what I'm saying. People don't play against random. They just don't want to.
People used to play against random though, right? Oh snap. Andy wants to play. Banana, yo. I'm just playing. They're both like that. They think they're both the greatest. Back in the day, Hung had better stats, I think. He was A, I think like Andy was B+.
Oh, they were both A. They were always...
I'm thinking of like 2006,
now,
maybe?
Well, now, Hung did reach a higher rank more often than Andy did, but I think Andy just stopped.
Maybe that's why.
He didn't. He could have gotten A. On iCup, when you are playing ranked games, when it's B against B, you guys can keep playing games, and break even. When you reach A, that's when you start losing more points than you gain. So if you get A and you hold on to A, and you keep playing games, then you're A for sure. What, Telecom White? Telecom. Hello.
Is this happening?
Yeah. Telecom. If it's the Telecom that I'm thinking of, used to be really good, dude.
Oh shit, Wiggly's not here.
But I don't think this is that Telecom.
Or are you thinking of a Telecom that's not in white team though, right?
No, it was that. That was that Telecom.
People need to start making original names.
Yeah, he was an old gamer, man. Like, well known to a lot of people, and it might be him. 900 APM. He's got his big boy pants on right now. 1000 APM.
Yeah, I learned how to do that, bro. You just hold down the button. I didn't know that if you just hold down 2 or whatever your hotkey button is, your APM goes up. And for some reason, before your first peon makes, the rate at which your APM goes up is much faster. Like after your second peon comes out, it goes down. If you're holding it down or something. What that does is it boosts your average APM. So at the end, when you're looking at the stats, my shit will show up like 300 APM or something. I'm just joking around with it. I'm not trying to show off or something. But I really have like 80 APM, you know. Yo, he says he's the real telecom.
Really? Okay,
I
first off,
I
holding
PM'd
down.
him.
I don't know who told you that, but that's a lie. Holding down the hotkey will not work.
No, I do it
But
myself.
you can't. Well, you've got a rapid fire keyboard or something.
I'm saying like when you saw those numbers go to 1,000, he was holding down. Next time the game starts, hotkey like one of your drones and just hold down that number, like 2, and you'll see your shit just skyrockets to 1,000. I was like, oh, so that's how these guys are getting it to 1,000. Because I would spam, I would press 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the highest I can get it to is like a few hundred, 400, 500. So I thought these guys were destroying their keyboards by getting it to 1,000 somehow. And I come to figure, oh, the motherfucker's just holding down the button.
A real high AP user, they'll hotkey like their probes, their nexus, and then they'll just keep selecting their probes.
Right, they're not doing that like holding down shit. No, I know that for sure. Yeah, I'm not trying to say like a high APM user's doing that. That it's just stupid because you go from 1,000 to 87, so you look like a fool, right? But
He's still at 400 APM. I would say he's not just holding down the key.
no, not anymore, man.
I've not.
Maybe in the beginning he wasn't, but I'm saying you could get your APM really high. You could just hold it down and it incrementally keeps going up. But when you're holding down a key, it targets that unit, right? So if my Nexus is 2 and I hold down 2, like the whole time my screen is locked on my Nexus, I can't do anything else.
Who told you this is the real telecom?
I messaged him. He said, yeah, I am.
Oh.
What did Andy say? He gives Zergs real trouble or Protoss? This is what Bisu does, right? He makes the gateway and harasses with Zealots.
Bisu, if he finds you early, you're dead. You're fucking dead.
I mean, that made sense of it is if I don't harass Zerg, they're just going to drone out. I gotta send some shit there to force him to make some Zerglings. The problem is if you're not careful, they'll just keep making Lings and just kill you. But he's got a good number of Zealots here.
That's why you block how the hell he's blocking with your forge and your gateway, and he's gonna make a cannon right next to his pylon. It's a good hold.
And he knows he expanded, right? So it's interesting that he didn't like take a second expansion. And you suck. Disconnected. It's nice having you, my friend. Shout out to Wiggly. He's watching StarCraft on his bed. I don't know why you waste your time with this game, man. I'd just be...
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, you came back.
Oh. What the shit was that? Maybe I gotta pay my bill. I don't know.
That's a good way to expand, get a decent number of Zealots out, and then go back and defend, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he gets his tech a lot faster this way. Notice he's already almost done with his core.
It's good
and
building place.
And he's not taking his gas yet. You see what I'm saying? He's going to get a fast Corsair out. He's going to be able to see exactly what his Zerg opponent's doing. I don't have any... Oh, that's nice. I don't owe anything on my internet bill. See, typically what a Zerg player wants to do here is they want to get a fast Spire, get a couple Scourge out. But he's not doing that. He's going straight for the Zealot Rush. Protoss is. So he definitely needs a Spire to see this.
I feel like it can go both ways, but the fact that Protoss has an expansion up and Zerg is just trying to get his second one, that's what really doesn't matter. Did he cancel cannon? That's what it looks like.
Doesn't need it. His speed's almost done. At least half.
He's gonna get +1, so he's gonna attack with the first wave of Zealots.
The timing is he's gonna go out on the map at about 85%, 85% when his speed is close to being done. And then by the time he gets close to his Zerg on his base, his speed will kick in, and then his +1 should kick in very shortly after.
And he is making drones at his second. He's still making drones. He's got a lot of drones.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Link Scout out, so
he's trying to get a strong economy here. Yeah, but how's he gonna hold that?
No, he's not. There's no block on his Sunkens. Lings are out of position with this.
He knows the attack's coming.
See, now they've lost that Sunken, he's going to be hurting.
What is Fat saying? You shouldn't have made the Sunk. I think he was droning a little too much. Well, he doesn't have enough units there to even try to do this.
See, this is it.
Oh, Frat is probably watching the stream, maybe. Sorry, man, I thought I could make fun of you and you wouldn't know, but maybe not. He was just pumping, it seems like he was pumping too many drones. He should have been making more Hydralisks and expecting that wave of Zealots to come.
See, there's only two things that could save, even close to save Andy at this point. And that's lurkers, or if he could sneak a third expansion in and actually defend it, he should have taken this top left lower expansion, kind of make a little wall, and then that one behind it is pretty much a free expansion.
There's no comeback from this. Come on, man. How many gates is that? 6 gates?
No, he's not coming back from it.
5.
But there's potential if he can get out.
Doesn't even have any lurkers. Yeah, how is he going to play bad? He's taking another expansion. It's kind of a smart move.
Yes. The player was too slow. Now he's got a DT out.
He was droning up, but I thought he saw the group of Zealots because he was keeping his Zealots in plain sight.
Yeah, but he didn't have a link out on the map. He pulled all his links back.
Oh, he didn't even see what's going on? I thought he was seeing what's going on.
Boom. +1. 2 shots, Hydras. Boom. Oh.
It's gonna go around.
He needs to make 2 third links, and he needs to scout. Very, very important.
Alright, so he's got a lot of Zealots, 2 Templars.
See, no lurker against all these elements in the storm. It's just not going to work. The only person I've ever seen do this and it work is Agio, Drone Dance.
Ooh, is he gonna snipe those?
If he can snipe those, that'd be really good for him. But he kind of blocked that ramp.
Ooh, yeah, that was really good.
You block that ramp and hold him. Don't let him up. Good.
Yeah, I'm surprised how it just kind of.
That's how this game is. See, now he has cannons.
Game changer. Those Zealots don't look that powerful against that many Hydralisks. Beautiful casting we're getting from Sergeant Fat. He usually doesn't spoil us like this.
Looks like
Ooh.
2.5 groups. 3 lurkers on the way over here. And then another one over here at the 3 o'clock is done.
This isn't good unit composition though, right? This all Zealots and Templars. You need some Dragoons.
You need it, honestly, right now he should be pumping Dragoon High Templar, not
Dark
Zealot.
Archon maybe.
I wouldn't even get a Dark Archon at this point. In 1 versus 1,
Ooh.
not
That's
as
annoying.
effective. See, look at that splash damage. Now, if he actually storms this egg, it'll kill that lurker. He can do it. He can storm both of them. No. Only got the one. See, now this lurker's going to pop full health.
Is Andy gonna borrow? Does he see it? The Observer's coming, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, he can still do some significant damage.
So,
Look at all these
getting his
elements.
upgrades now. Queen's Nest. What's going on there? So White feels like he can't attack, right? He's got to secure his second expansion.
What? This map is a little different.
I guess the droning thing seems smart now, right? It got his economy going, and he just pumped out a bunch of Hydralisks and changed the game.
Droning wasn't bad at all.
I thought it cost him his expansion, but he came back. Ooh, this might be a bad attack.
And
That was a bad attack, right? I'm not sure why he did that. He had a good contain going on.
see, and that contain is actually important. What you do is Aspire is very important in this matchup for Scourge.
Yeah,
all
that's
you do is
annoying.
You line these lurkers up,
Yeah.
contain some overlords over here, and just Scourge with it, and just hit the every time.
He had to make like 20,000 observers. Yeah, he played strong, but in the beginning he got a little... surprised by him. He's kind of back now, man. Andy, I think, really needed that contain. He's got Archons, Dragoons, 2. His Templars have full energy, man.
See, these Zerglings have no upgrades at all.
Yeah, I can't. This is going to be a disaster.
Got to ask lurk. Okay, see this over here. This is a good contain. He's got some lurkers here with the spore.
Even without the Templars, he has the advantage. With those Templars, and they have several Storm. Ugly. Very ugly.
Oh, micro against the storm is tough.
His observer control is kind of bad, so that's maybe something that Andy could use to his advantage to buy himself time.
Andy not having a fourth base will be the end of it. 100%. And the fact that his Zerglings are not upgraded at all.
Cracklings, Ultralisks.
Pick off that Lone Dragoon.
Does he have Cracklings? Yes.
Okay, he has 1-1 now at least.
Got +3 upgrades, and he stopped.
He's getting armor now.
Yeah, I feel like that one attack kind of set him back, right? If he could pick his battles and somehow bring down Protoss' supply.
Look at all those cannons bottom right there.
Yeah, there's so many cannons and a Templar. What's he doing?
He's just on the map right now, just trying to pick off some things here and there, but
Well, he was upgrading his Hydralisks, which are 1-2, and now he's dropping, it looks like.
Could be a game changer.
But he's going to attack.
No, he's not going to attack. He's just going to...
What did he drop? It's just 3 Overlords with Lings.
You'd be surprised how fast they can take out a base.
Which one are you talking about? His natural?
Wherever he drops.
Well, his third expansion has 3 Templars and a lot of cannons. His fourth one, he's got a good number of cannons.
Honestly, you could actually drop on this bottom right. Even at the expansion, if his units aren't there, those Lings, if they're dropped on top of those cannons, can take those cannons out.
I don't think his natural is going to do shit. His units are rally pointed to the Nexus. I mean, White is maxed out, man.
See, right here, if you're maxed out and you just sit there, you're giving your opponent time to catch up. So now Andy, what he needs to do is just guerrilla attack.
Oh, he got the bottom right.
Look at that. Oh, that's so fast.
He's dropping the main. At least he's got protection.
Oh, these DTs are going to make fast work of these Zerglings, though.
2-1.
Oh, he got the Templar Archive, and he's going for the Citadel. Wow. No High Templars for quite some time.
I guess given the circumstance, we should be giving him some credit. Ooh, a Dark Archon. Lurkers on the map, they're about to get stormed to the next century.
Okay,
oh, he's just going to attack.
Good.
I love how they're not even hotkeyed, just kind of sending them out. White's not really paying attention in microing well, so this, well, he takes out the units on the left.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
Wow, his
Ultras. Keep those cells away.
These expansions, though. Has he got a defiler coming?
Look at that. 5 armor Ultralisks. Oh.
Yeah, but he's got no economy, man. He's running on one base right now.
Streamlines, Zerglings.
I'm not sure why Andy didn't try to expand while he was doing all that stuff.
He was, but that Zealot at the top right or left killed him.
Ah. Well.
So he's got control. He's got 6 more Ultras that just popped. If he can support those with some Zerglings, might be doing alright. Oh man, never mind. His main and natural are both mined out. Look at that. Oof. He just doesn't have the economy. I think Andy's good enough to beat this guy. He just doesn't have the economy to do it. Oh, those ETs, man. 8 kills, 4 kills, 7 kills, 2 kills. He still doesn't have a Templar archive, though. He's just now remaking it. Come on, get us around. No Overlords, though. These DTs, man. Oh.
Well, even if he won that, it's like I need an expansion. If I remake, should I make 2 versus 2 or 1 versus 1?
1 versus 1. Oh, here I disconnected. Here, I gotta restart my whole damn thing. Wonder what happened. I wonder why I disconnected like that. I'm coming back.
Are you joining this game?
Yeah, I got disconnected, remember?
Oh, there you go.
Telecom.
All right.
He's off racing. Is Andy even a Zerg player? I know he always likes to random, but
Yo, yo, yo. In this corner. PVZ. No, PVT. Did he go random?
no, he changed Terran.
Wiggly, are you asleep yet? Can I stop this stream? SgT.Fat, man. I grew up in South Central LA. What's his name?
Oh, maybe it changed for remaster though. That's a possibility. I mean, you can right click a unit and it follows it now. It's completely different than what it used to be.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
I mean, there's a lot of differences in this and
If I go AFK and I'm streaming or something, I just right click on a link. They basically take you to where all the action is. And he's gonna fast expand. These have all become like the standard builds. I go one base and people are like, oh, you don't know how to play.
Oh, see this.
Come on, man.
This would be bad right here. See, if you've not scouted your opponent yet, you do not make a command center before Marine if you've not scouted. He missed the links. He didn't see the Zerg. Oh, maybe he did. He did. He did see the Zerglings. It's okay if he loses that right now, though, as long as he cancels.
I'm guessing he's gonna make a command center in his base, and when it's safe, he's gonna expand.
Likely.
If that's possible.
Oh my. His lings got through.
And he got speed. That's kind of risky though, going one base links.
Hey, you off race. That's your fault, not his. See what he's doing behind it though?
Well, that's a strat that I think a lot of Terrans do versus Zerg. And when I go one base, people respond like that a little bit. Like, why aren't you playing like you're supposed to be playing? But those are acceptable builds and strats.
You know who Scan is, right?
Yeah, somebody brought his name up. I didn't actually know him, but somebody... He's supposed to be the best.
Okay, so he's Korean, right? But he lives in America. Or at least he lived in America. I don't think he does. I think he moved back to Korea now. But
We kicked him out. He had no papers.
No. He was trying to become a pro gamer. So when he went to go, it was some kind of location they went to that you have to be invited for. He went there and competed, and everybody who knew Scan knew he was going to make it. The guy that he played against was Zerg, and the first game he got like 4 pulled or something like that, and then the next game after that he got cheesed again.
Oh, he's kind of mad. I see. Sorry to cut you off.
Scan was way better than this guy, and he ended up losing his chance to go pro, pretty much.
This guy, I'm just copying pasting. I'm not sure why he didn't just join the game and say this. I think he's mad. That's what it sounds like.
See, that's the real telecom then. Tell him what was BM was him going off race against an opponent. I mean,
and he's insulting TQ now. Why, man? Alright, I need to go down.
Man, this guy probably.
I think Andy sensed that he was BMing him, and that's why he responded. Because he said, why trying so hard? And that's kind of like a sore loser response when you're losing something. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No, he's a sore loser right now. Definitely. I don't think Andy should have said easy. But I don't blame him either. He's like, why are you trying so hard? Off race. So, yeah, you know, Andy, what he did was justifiable.
Not sure why he's making such a big deal out of it. You are a random no name. No Olympic titles. No one knows you. So I'm kind of glad I caught all that on the stream. Nobody really cares about.
Olympic on iCup was the ultimate rank.
Oh, I know, man. I'm just joking.
Okay.
He's. Come on, man. We're like old now. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna like stoop to his level and be like, bro, I got more degrees than you can count with one hand. I'm actually making some money. This isn't my small world. Some of these dudes never really grew up, man. I shouldn't be telling you this. You got a family, you got kids. Some of them are still living at home. Their moms are cooking for them and shit. Oh, he says, tell your noob member Andy to stop dodging best of 5 for $100. I think they're going back and forth, bro. You know?
Believe it. I seriously want to watch these guys play again.
You like the tension and drama? Yeah, this is Prima's thing too.
I mean, after it's built up like this, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he seems kind of petty, man. I guess they were going back and forth, but Telecom, like, you're belittling yourself, man. I guess when they got such egos, you know, a stupid loss, even if it's cheese or whatever, just gets to them. I kind of want to debt this. Am I like a killjoy here?
Jangy.
The voice of reason is Jangy.
Viciado doesn't know who Telecom is? Oh.
I guess he plays 2v2s, right?
Yeah, I thought he played long enough. Telecom was... He was a semi-pro player. Like, he was below pro level, but he was
I
definitely
just
better.
don't like. I'm at a point where negative
But
type of shit. Like whoever wins is just gonna be BM.
oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Have fun when I win.
Should I press OK?
Hey, Andy needs to race.
I don't like these kind of situations because then Andy might feel obligated to play, and he doesn't want to be like, "Yo, I don't really feel like playing in this kind of." You know what I'm saying? And it's not a big deal. I'm not trying to blow this shit up, but I'm just at a point in life. Personally, if it's negative, I'm not down with it, man.
I'm the same way.
I got enough stress in my life. Like, this is the last place I need to introduce more stress. But that's what happens. Some people just create more stress when it should just be relaxing, chilling. Can't take a loss or like can't take BM, just ignore, man. Whatever, walk away, chill out, do whatever you gotta do. Alright, so after killing all the fun, maybe we should cast.
Gonna go like 3 hatchery, no fucking pull, and he's gonna get rushed. He's gonna be like BM, BM. Play on it.
Andy is just gonna cheese. Is this considered cheese? Not really, right? It's 2 gate, 1 base.
Easy.
It's a safe build to do as Protoss, especially when you're playing a DM game. Oh yeah, telecom, man, he's gonna destroy his keyboard after this shit. 4 probes and a Zealot. He doesn't really have that many Zergling's out, but yeah, he
That's
might
gonna.
be able to stop this.
Oh, it's gonna die.
Oh my god, he saved all of them, yeah.
He lost a creep.
That was
Though.
good
That's
though, he was targeting his minerals with his probes. Didn't get
okay.
stuck.
Oh, look at this sunken placement. He's blocking
Oh,
all
he's
this.
got 3 zealots. Is Zerg his main race?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, he's ripping out his hair right now. I'm not trying to BM him, man, but he kind of brought this on himself.
Sunken coming up was pretty big, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. He needs to pick off these probes.
Probes do a lot of damage, man, and he's not really targeting them.
No, not at all. He's, look at these. Two kills, 2 kills, 1 kill. Those probes have 5 kills, man.
Even if you stop this, it's over in some ways.
I mean, he still has an expansion.
Well, yeah, you're right.
And Protoss is just now taking his gas. Now he's coming back for some more. But the fact
I
that
didn't
he
even see his
kill
third.
those probes, he's got to kill those probes. If he doesn't kill those probes, it's over. Like, he will die here. Look, he's not even targeting him.
He try to make a third somewhere? Oh, he meant his third hatchery. I think. I mean, Andy's microing his probes and zealots the best you could. I never saw one kind of significant mistake, right? He's pumping out his zealots. They're traveling really far across the map.
No, if they were close position,
Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking too.
look, his legs are just sorry, he doesn't play Zerg.
Look at that. Look at that reaction.
But he plays Protoss, so he should know.
Andy wants his win so bad, and so does Telecom. Like, that's what's funny about it. These kind of wins are...
Now, hey,
Ooh, so that was one little slip up, but those zealots had low energy. And Andy is kind of teching too.
yeah, but he stopped making probes. Count.
He's got 400 and whatever minerals. Nah, Zerg can come back from this. So what, he's getting DTs and Sarah? Telecom is like celebrating right now. Last thing he wanted to do is lose that.
So, Telecom's definitely not celebrating. But he does have a chance to win this still. I mean, okay, first off, he needs to eat those zealots.
I like blocking the ramp like that. It's better than 2 zealots.
Yeah, I don't ever. You can actually put
The high ramp
zealots,
block? Yeah, like 4 zealots.
2, 3 zealots a little bit lower too. Your middle zealot just needs to be macro just a little bit, but it's enough to still hit.
So Zerg's not taking a third. What's he doing right now? He's getting some gas.
See, he's got to get an evo chamber right now. He's got to get a spore, and he's got to get a.
Andy is gonna get some visions, right? Is that the best thing about Sarah here? See everything that Zerg's doing?
And kill his overlords. I mean, you can go Sarah DT.
Yeah.
There's no overlords to detect the DT. That's why you have to make it evo.
Right, you can kind of prevent the expansion.
He makes it on the very left or on the very right side of this creep colony right here to kind of block it, just leave a little narrow passageway. Yep, there you go. Okay, so he can still live. Now he's getting his drone count up. And he's taking a third. Now this third's not going to last, but look at his drone count. He has his expansion up. Balance that a little bit. Needs to layer. Get over. Best thing he can probably do right now is go burger. He just does hydro bust.
Scouting with his DTs could be doing all this there, yes, but maybe he wants vision in his base. You can keep holding it throughout the game, but yeah, that is a sneaky.
Sneaky enough, though. Oh, he's not going to scout it.
His DT is just patrolling those two. It's not a bad thing. You could make it and then you kill it. But yeah, maybe it's better to kill it before.
See, turn the vision on for each player. Move the map vision they have. Constantly keeping vision up. Obviously, it should be better than this, but I'll be right back.
Those are a lot of lurkers. Yeah, you can't.
Oh, I came back just in time. Watch Andy's attack. Hold on.
Yeah, that's a smart. You ain't going up there. Unless you got a Reaver. Is he making a robotics? No. Observers.
Honestly, this matchup you typically don't get Reavers until like late game.
This would have been a good TQ show match. But we featured Andy in like so many of them. He's been in like 4 or 5.
Got some AFK drones underneath those overlords.
I like how you're observing so intensely.
Shh. Hey.
He had one on the left side too, yeah.
That ain't nearly as many AFK drones as what I would have.
He's a supply block, so yeah, he needs to get his overlords out. Still hasn't found upper left. Huh?
Zerg still doesn't have any upgrades. That's weird.
He's gonna sort of encounter Andy's problem during the first game, man. Like, how do you counter this unit composition? Hydras and lurkers don't do it. He doesn't really have an army, man. He has a few Hydralists. Those lurkers I don't think he's gonna use. He's just guarding his
about right here is when your hive tech should be going.
It looks like it, but things could change really quickly, man. If
Now, this isn't going to stop this attack, but he's going to get some good damage out here. And he's going to lose to Observer.
right before he kills the lurker.
And Andy does not have another Observer.
Yeah, but look, like, Telecom can't even counter. Like, he's got no units. Even though he has a really high supply. I guess it's mostly those lurkers that is third. He's got a decent drone count. I don't know.
Ooh, those hits. Oh, the storms.
He's just doing this without observers. I'm just gonna... Those were a lot of storms, man, but he just...
He really needs hive tech. I can't believe he's not getting hive tech yet. Which this would be a tell sign that he's not a Zerg player.
You're like the only person who gets observed. I don't think people even know about observer vision. They don't even know about the upgrades on the right. Because the speed one is the first one, I think. There's two more upgrades, right?
Speed, and then there's vision. There's no other.
Oh, there's just two. There isn't three. I thought there... Yeah, that makes sense. I should know this, man. I'm a pro player.
He's throwing units away. What he's doing here.
He's got nothing to counter. Oh my god. Andy is gonna be... I think he's gonna go D&D. That's one of the situations. Yo, somebody message him and see if he just goes D&D.
Don't message him. Just remake. Maybe he'll come back and play his main race. Because I would actually like to see them do a good PvZ main races, you know.
He's gonna join and maybe complain about the Zealot rush. I don't know.
Ooh, rush. VT rush.
Oh, look at this guy's screen name. You want to play with Andy, man?
If I don't play like shit again, I can still outplay Fat Dog.
Is this guy hearing himself, man?
Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
He's telling me people have new. I don't know. This stuff's gold, man. I'm missing it though because we just started the game. Telecom, we love you, man. I told him not to play that match. I said it's gonna be bad. Even for Andy, if he lost, it doesn't feel good, especially after, you know, when you're BMing each other. Let alone when it's just a normal loss.
What's he doing?
He's still messaging me, man.
No, what is Big Cock doing? He just did a gas trick on his expansion. So
Did you just say his screen name?
yeah,
You gotta say it in a really dirty way too. Because, dude, he needs to change his name.
oh, he's going the old school style, where you put the spawning pool right between your hatchery.
And he's not usually on at this time.
See, he keeps doing this trick, but he loses 25 minerals every time he does it. See, it's not worth it there.
It's old school, man. I don't really see that done more than once.
This game is...
You can make a creep colony too.
What? And he
What the fuck?
lost it. He didn't even cancel it. He leaves a gap.
It didn't even look like no, he didn't cancel, right? It was killed.
It was killed. He didn't even cancel it.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
The only hope he has is he
What was
doesn't even
that, bro? There's like 6 lings out. It wasn't even close.
have- This game's over. See, if he had speed, he could potentially kill his expansion. But he doesn't even have speed. Andy's Spire is going to be almost done before he gets his speed finished. At his base.
Yes. The legendary lagger.
Jadon couldn't come back from that.
Is Andy done?
OG guy lagging. No wife is decent.
Andy with the big cock.
Guys, what's up?
Hit the shit out of me, man.
Oops, I'm sorry.
No, that's all good, man.
So,
What's up? What's up?
How are you?
I'm fine. I've been trying to make a network with you guys and with some Latin American people for this kind of 2v2 matches.
Is that right?
Especially with people from my clan, like this guy. I don't know how to spell it. I guess Senosky,
Right.
like this. That guy who answered back on the.
Oh
the
yeah,
Team
did you
Liquid
see
post.
that, man? So that was a good suggestion. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. I've been talking with him and I set some ground rules for him to try to make this kind of matches known, and the rules that I want him to follow, that the Latin players has to have no lag. I mean, at least 16
Yeah, I guess I never
low.
thought of that. Right.
yeah.
No lag, no bad manner, and there was something else I can't remember.
Dude, hold on.
Ow,
Bad manner, you can
we-
control that.
No lag, no, yeah, I can control that because I know the people that are manner,
Yeah, that's true.
especially people like Babo, that kind of people. So that, and they have to be good, and I know who are the good players from Latin America, and they are not so good. So I'm being a little nasty, but that's how things work, man. If I let anyone from South America play here, any people that want to join, and we are gonna lose time and money because
Don't
we are not going
Spanish
to get so
speaker
much.
have better players than like European or North American players? Or am I wrong about that?
Good European.
I didn't get that. What
Like
did you say?
Latin Americans, aren't they better than Europeans and North Americans? Or no?
No.
Is that right?
Depends on what, because there are very good players in the 1v1 scene, like
Terror.
Dandy or Terror, that play really good 1v1, but in the 2v2 world, there are not good players, except from me and Babo, maybe Dandy. They are not good. They are not good.
What about Jiraiya?
No good. USA.
Is he as good as
From
you?
Latin America.
Not-
Yeah.
Oh, he's not from.
He's from North America.
Oh, I see.
And also they have to speak English.
Oh, that's a harsh rule, man.
No, it's the rule how it is. If you want to make a good product, you gotta make harsh rules, because I don't want people. At least they have to understand English and be able to communicate in English language. So we make a one rule.
With
Don't,
whom?
don't like
Who do they
like
need to
don't speak
communicate
Russian,
with?
don't speak Spanish and stuff like that. Because if you let anyone speak whatever they want, you're gonna have communication problems. Maybe I can be more flexible in that rule,
I
but
see. Like when you're trying to communicate with them to set stuff up, it's hard because they don't even speak.
exactly, man, exactly. And the only thing they know most Latin players, the only thing they know is to insult. They only know how to say bad words in English.
This is cool,
So
man. I like
if
how
you
you're
only know
doing
how to
this.
insult,
This is
fuck
cool.
you, man.
I appreciate you doing this. Like, I'm surprised you give a shit and Wiggly gives a shit, but hey, that's cool, man. Like, if we can make something, because we have some resources, but we're not really capitalizing on them. You have
That's
some more connections than we do.
well, one of the things that makes this thing so hard is the lack of resources. And if someone is willing to pay to make this grow, that's a huge thing, because there's a lot of players that are really good but don't give a fuck, and there's a lot of people that want to make this grow but they don't know how to. So if I see someone that is willing to spend money and also time, because if you spend money, you spend time.
Right.
I can also spend time. So time is equal money. So since I'm not going to put money, I can put some time and effort from my side.
Oh, that's
So
cool,
I
man.
think it's better this way.
That's cool. We've hosted some of these show matches, and we've had kind of like the same players playing them. So Andy's played in like 4. I think he's won maybe 5 or something. So he's won like $50. So it'd be nice to get some
Alright.
other people involved.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think that the show match he played with us, I don't know who I was playing with. I was playing with Legend, I think. It was
yeah, that's
me
right. That was
plus
our first
Legend
one.
versus Andy and someone else. And he got like 3-0 or something.
Yeah, that was the first one. Well, it'd be cool, man, for other people to kind of hear about it, and at the very least, just follow it. I think that's like it's a pretty small goal that Wiggly and me had, but if we're hosting these small little money events and people like watching StarCraft on streams or whatever, it'd be cool if they tune in to ours at least. But there might be much bigger goals and stuff ahead, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's, you know, there's a thing with the gamer community that there's always this kind of ambitious guy that wants to do everything and has no money at all. That really it's like, yeah, we're gonna pay you this and we're gonna pay you that, and the money never comes. So it's like, fuck you, man. But with people like you that are willing to spend a little money and know
Yeah, it's
the
not
kind
much.
of objectives that are kind of doable.
And not selfish.
That's
I
good.
think that's one thing we do. It's not like we're trying to make money. I mean, it'd be cool if we had some sort of small sponsor that could pay for these show matches, but it's not something we're looking for. It's
Well, I mean, you know what?
Yeah, that's cool, but you know that I find it cool that you have this kind of goals, of small goals, but I don't like that you are willing to settle down with small things. Okay,
right.
if you are investing money, it's very little money, but you can do a lot of things, especially on the Latin community,
If you're
with small
smarter,
amount of
yeah.
money.
Banana
Because
was saying the same thing too, and Wiggly in some ways.
if you invest a little amount of money, you can get sponsors in the long run. So if you set goals like, okay, we had small goals, but we are aiming for a higher goal, you can do it. You can do it if you invest the right amount of time. So we are here playing and watching games in the game we love, but we can make it even greater. For example,
Right.
there's this thing called TDR, like this. I don't know if you heard about them,
No, I'm
but it's
pretty
like
ignorant when it comes to. I'm a noob, man.
all right, but maybe you have heard about them.
You
It's
suck,
like
probably.
it's like a school of StarCraft made for the Latin community, but they received a a call from Africa for a contract for like, I don't know, $1,000 or something like that. But they had to sign a contract that forces them not to show their product anywhere else but on Africa TV. So they are kind of censoring them. And the thing here is that the Korean people have all the media that is StarCraft related. So if we don't make this thing run on ourselves, on the Latin community and on the foreign community like Europe and USA and stuff like that, the game isn't going to grow and it's going to die on Korea. So I think it's more of the it's more about the love of the game rather than trying to make money. I think that if you make the things good in the long run, you may get money. Invest properly.
It's a smart way of thinking, yeah. I don't think it was a total waste doing some of the show matches we did because it shows we have a history of doing them. And one day we did 4. I think that was like 2 days ago. But we haven't been able to, I guess, capitalize on it. So maybe with your help and some other people, yeah, it'd be cool to do something more with it. We're pretty like democratic about it, you know what I mean? And nobody's trying to use it for selfish reasons. I mean, we're all older, man, bro. Like, what are you gonna do with this money, or like? What kind of fame is this going to bring you? Money. What would be cool if it kind of like it becomes more, I don't know, like it I guess helps the SC community in some ways, man. You know, like the benefits just keep coming back and back to the community. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to aim for. But thing is, I know you have to put a lot of effort and time. I made some mistakes in the past, trying to involve in some clans that promised me money and playing for them when I was younger, and I was trying to make a career out of StarCraft. But I'm talking about way younger, when I was 18 years old and didn't know any kind of job. I haven't studied.
Trying to recruit, and players are constantly trying to join clans, and that doesn't really help.
Exactly, that doesn't help. But the thing is that if you focus on, especially in this game, if you focus on making money right off the bat, it's kind of like you're not gonna make it, man. This StarCraft is a really old game, doesn't have a huge audience, and I think it's on us to make it grow. So, like you said, what you're gonna do with, I don't know, $50?
But it can make our like casual playing much more fun and help the game grow. You know, just like to add in, Dante TQ, he's originally from Mexico. He's in the States. When he created the team with us in 2004, we tried to go like semi-pro and get sponsors, but we just ended up to be like a decent team on US East. Fast forward to when StarCraft 2 came out, we tried to do the same thing, but we didn't really get there, right? And I talked to him recently, and he's like, yo, I haven't really given up the idea of trying to do what you're trying to do. But he says the issue with Brood War is it has such a small fan base. Same with StarCraft 2, he's saying. He plays mostly, I think, League of Legends. And I think he tried to create like a team and try to get sponsorship and stuff, but I don't think that's really an issue. Personally.
I have a friend that used to be very good at StarCraft. You know, this guy, Belladonna. Maybe Why You Suck So Bad knows him. I think he knows him.
Yeah, he knows everybody.
He's okay. Now he's making a professional LoL team. He's at least trying to make a professional LoL team and trying to make money with that. But this kid, he's trying to. Second.
What game is he playing now?
Okay, and the thing is that he has given up on StarCraft, especially because of that.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make money on a known game, but we all know that League of Legends is like the retard cousin of StarCraft. It's like
The
basic
games are
strategy.
fun. They have huge bases, but they're, I don't know. League of Legends is a joke to me.
It's a joke, man. It's a child's game. This is the man's game. This is the game. Okay, if you
It's-
wanna play some basic strategy game, okay, go play
Artosis
League
is
of
right when he
Legends.
says it's the most mechanically challenging and strategically. But the other thing I was gonna say is when we were playing StarCraft as kids, like esports wasn't big. By the time StarCraft 2 came out, it got bigger, but not quite. And over I think the past 5 years, it's gotten much bigger in different like video games and stuff.
Yo,
So
hold on.
I don't know. What I meant to say is, if this game came out now, it would have maybe been easier in some ways for like you and other people to go pro, maybe, because it's a
Yep.
newer game and stuff. This
Yep.
came out in '98, man. It was a long time ago.
Oh my god.
Well, if it wasn't for this game, gaming wouldn't have been what it is today. StarCraft is the father of all esports. It was the first esport.
Is
So
that
it's
right?
kind of like, if it come out today, maybe if StarCraft came out today, esports wouldn't be what it is today. So it's kind of like what came first, the egg or the chicken.
Yeah, that's a good point. StarCraft 3. Maybe if that comes
Nah,
out, might change.
nah,
but
it's-
I
that's
never
a
liked
repeating
StarCraft
mistake.
2.
Perhaps reached its end as far as new games go.
well, the thing about this game is that we enjoy it, and it's the most difficult game there ever is gonna be. So the problem here is that nobody wants to spend a lot of time learning a game that has no really good outcome. Because if you learn League of Legends, at least they are guaranteeing you that you are gonna earn some serious money, because you see the scene and you see the sports and you see the people playing, and they are like, wow, they are superstars. So the children and the new blood, like the 15, 18 years old, they see it, and they see it like a real sport, and they see it like football.
Right.
There's people from Argentina that are trying to play League of Legends like pros, and that is something new, because here in Argentina you would never you couldn't make a living out of gaming, at least in my time.
Right.
But in this time they make it seem that you can do it, but not with StarCraft. So that's a real issue, because we are not going we need to see the way to attract new blood to this game, but since
Right.
it's so hard
And in the
so less
graphics
rewarding,
and different things, I think, right? It's just such an old game, yeah. It's
yeah,
so your goals
It's
must
kind
be
of-
much bigger than what I was thinking.
no, it's really big. It's really big.
You need to
really
be working at like Blizzard, bro. You need to like become one of the developers of StarCraft.
I fucking hate Blizzard, man. I fucking hate them for what they
People
did to
say
the
they
love of
need
my
a
life.
2v2 ladder that would attract more players, and they could do a lot more things to bring in new blood, right?
Well, I have thrown a lot of posts and suggestions to what they should do with the 2v2 ladder and why they should release it, and they spit on my face. They are a fucking joke, man.
Really? The DM?
Yeah, they are like, okay, post how many posts you want, we don't care. We are gonna do it whatever we want, and they have been promising to release the 2v2 ladder for like 2 years now, 3 years. They're still not doing it, and they are releasing Warcraft 3 remaster with a lot of fucking errors, and they are releasing also Diablo 2 remaster, and then and Blizzard remaster and Activision remaster, and fuck them, dude, fuck them. They are doing, I don't know, I'm really pissed at them.
That's funny when you said the StarCraft forum was for Rage, because when I went out there was a lot of threads about the ladder, what it's missing, and other things they need to be fixing. I guess they made some false promises. They said they were going to work
Exactly.
on it.
They're misleading us. They are promising things that that aren't happening.
They can be honest about it. If it's because there aren't that many players and it's not worth them for them to put in that time.
There's a reason, and that's one of them, because this remaster thing was a money grab. All right, what they did with this thing was to kill Fish. Fish was a server like IC Cup, but especially from Korea. So what they did was with kind of like the promise for some dedicated servers in Korea, they say, okay, we do this, but you have to close Fish. So they force them to close Fish, and then again they force them to play on the Blizzard servers, and then they sleep on it like, I don't know, 1 year, and the Korea community was really angry at them. So they had to fix them, because if they lose the Korea community, they lose all the StarCraft community. They cannot allow them to be angry at them. But then again, if they have their biggest fan base happy, fuck the rest, because we don't give a shit to them. It's like they don't care about us.
Right. It's more like corporate interests, right?
Exactly. It's exactly as you said. It's corporate interest, and because they are releasing a lot of another remastered games and another unfinished products, like for example, on Warcraft 3 is even worse than here, because they released the game even in worse condition than they released the StarCraft remaster, and people started complaining because the game was full of bugs. The people didn't like the new assets, the new 3D models. It was garbage, literal garbage, and the people are really angry at the point that they are coming to the StarCraft servers, to the StarCraft forums, and they are insulting the Blizzard team because of things that they are doing on the Warcraft game. Can you imagine that?
Andy's gonna leave.
It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? And it's they have sold out. Blizzard is owned by Activision, and Activision is a money grab, and they don't give a fuck about us. They just don't care about us.
And did some things to undermine the community of gamers, right?
Yeah, and the community of gamers are mostly childs, so they don't have a voice. They don't know how to complain.
Right.
They don't know how to ask for things. But in the StarCraft community, we are all people. We know how the shit works, and we know that they are fucking with us.
I think it's
So-
it's from what I read when the game came out, they had no idea how big it was going to be. It was really huge, and it sold a lot,
Yeah.
and made them a lot of money and brought them a lot of fame. And I guess for like loyal fans like yourself, you feel like betrayed, that Blizzard
Yeah,
is being a little
exactly.
ungrateful. They could be doing
Yeah.
more.
Exactly. I mean, okay, I paid $15 for the game. It was the only game I have ever pre-ordered in my life. I have never pre-ordered the game, and I have the pre-order skins that I don't use, but whatever, I have them. But it's like,
Yeah, it was $15. It was
why you're fucking with me, dude? You have the most loyal fan base ever.
Yeah.
There is no other fan base like in this
98.
game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's a 98 game, and we're still playing it. And you fuck with us, and we're still playing it. There's a lot of bugs, and we are still playing it.
Right.
Dude, do something with that. There's money there. You don't see it. How come you cannot see it?
Well, now to be fair, they
So
did.
it's kind of outrageous for me and for a lot of people. But a lot of good players, even better players than me, it's like, okay, I wanna play the game. There's no people. Okay, I don't care, and they just leave. Dude,
Well-
it's the game you love. It's the game you wanna play the whole life. It's the only game I play. I don't play any other game. I don't give a fuck about any other games. Because it's like when gaming back in the day was what it was, like on 2000 years or in 95, it was not as big as it is today. So there wasn't a money grabbing hand involved. But nowadays it's just another business. So it's more about a cost benefit rather than making a good product. So
Right.
they anticipate these kind of things like, okay, half of the people are gonna piss at us. How much money is that gonna cost us? Can we afford it? Yes. Is it profitable? Yes. Fuck you.
Some of the players are like, we'll donate or like pay for 2v2 ladders. Like I've heard people say that, man.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
have
it's
that
like,
too.
why don't you at least try, like, from the Blizzard, why don't they get some sort of like money pool together or request funds or something like that? But I don't know.
Because maybe there is there. Okay, I don't blame the team that is in charge of making the things work in StarCraft Remaster or Warcraft Remaster. I don't blame them. Why I don't blame them? Because there's very little resources that are destined for them to work. So if you have 5 people working on a huge game like StarCraft, of course they are not gonna be able to release the ranked 2v2 or make the game
Right.
like it's supposed to be, and I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like a huge mess, and they're not willing to fix it. It's like they don't give a fuck about us. I don't know. Really
Well,
pisses me off. Really pisses me off.
they did a Carbot skin for StarCraft. What they did, they actually paid a guy. I can't remember his name, but I mean, he did everything. They paid him good money for it. I think that was just to maybe get more people involved and more active, something different with the game.
That was Blizzard?
I think they went the wrong direction with it. I think they definitely should have done like a 2v2 ladder. But you run into a lot of complications with a 2v2 ladder.
But I don't think that's going to address everyone's problems, but it'd probably make them a little happier to be able to play a 2v2 ladder.